to our next guest. Thank you. Our next guest says energy independence is the key to our economy and our national security. Republican Governor of Alaska, the great state of Alaska, Mike Dunleavy joins me now. Alaska is bigger than my brain can even comprehend, Governor, so it's lovely to have you here. Let's begin with this. Under Donald Trump's first term, we were energy independent. What's happened between the end of his first term and where we are now? Have we lost that independence?
We're certainly heading in that direction if we haven't lost it already, Ash. So under the Biden administration, it wasn't that we were running out of oil or running out of natural gas or other fossil fuels. It was that we were being socially engineered into a new green world. And that's caused all kinds of problems as we've seen, and the people of America have rejected that approach. But in Alaska, we have an all-in approach. I mean, we got tremendous amounts of wind power, geothermal power, tidal power, but we also are an oil giant. We have the largest conventional field ever discovered in North America at Prudhoe Bay. We have 100 million cubic feet of gas, maybe 200 trillion estimated cubic feet of gas. We've got 500 years of coal. We've got all kinds of energy in Alaska, as well as the other states do as well. So I think with President Trump, we're all excited about the possibilities that opportunity won't be stifled, but opportunity will be supported. And I think we will become an absolute energy giant, this country will, with the help of Alaska here in the next couple of years.
You know, I want to talk about liquid natural gas, LNG. The Biden administration essentially put a ban on LNG or new LNG exports. Why was that? Do you know?
Because part of the support for this administration that's outgoing was from the far left, NGOs, environmentalists. It doesn't make any sense because the more natural gas you use, if they really want to reduce carbon, oftentimes it displaces other carbon-heavy fuels. And the other issue with limiting exports is it hurts our allies in Europe, in Japan. A lot of folks don't realize this, Ash, but Alaska pioneered LNG export for North America in 1969. We were sending gas, LNG, over to Japan for almost 50 years to help our Asian allies. And so a ban on exports is going to hurt our friends. It's going to hurt our economy as well.
You know, it's frustrating because not only has the production been cut back when I talk about, oil, but the cost for the average family, Governor, has gone up, has it not?
It has, and I've always said this to people during this campaign in which President Trump won. We have to tailor our policies for the single mom with 3 kids or the working man. If we don't do that, we're going to lose them. And that's what happened to the Democratic Party. And so energy is absolutely key for everything, whether it's transportation, heating your homes, businesses. It is a national security issue. And I'm actually excited about some of the nominees that President Trump has put forward. Doug Burgum in the Department of the Interior, for example. He gets it. He understands why energy is important. He understands the Western states. And so we're pretty excited about the possibilities under this Trump administration.
You know, Governor, the one thing we hear from this administration is that, well, we've approved a lot of leases. They're just sitting there. They're not being used. Don't blame us.
Not true. So in 2017, in a bill passed by Congress and signed by President Trump, ANWR, the coastal plain of ANWR was put up for leases, which it was designed for. To say the least, the leases, there were leases sold, but under the Biden administration, they've dragged their feet on actually implementing these leases in terms of development and production. December, which we're going to be coming into here very shortly, the month of December, there's supposed to be a second sale up in ANWR. Some of us doubt it's going to happen, but if it does, we feel that it's going to have so many conditions applied to it that it's not going to be attractive for investors. And so the Biden administration has taken off offshore lease possibilities. NPRA, 13 million acres, was taken off the table. So that's not accurate. We could be doing a lot more, and we should be doing a lot more.
And very quickly, Governor, of course, you start talking about ANWR and environmentalists get themselves in a tizzy. What do you say to them?
If you're going to push all of this production overseas, you're going to ruin the environment overseas because America does it better. We protect our environment better. You're going to offshore jobs, offshore our national security. And again, if you think you're saving the environment, you're not going to be saving it overseas. You're actually going to accelerate its destruction. So I would suggest to all these folks that we do it here in America, we do it here in Alaska, under our, careful eyes, careful watch, and we'll do it better than anybody.
Well, that's a good place to leave it right there, Governor Dunleavy. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
Thanks, Hutch.
Thank you, from the beautiful state of Alaska. Okay, now this. Donald Trump expected to join Elon Musk in Texas today. Why? To watch SpaceX's latest Starship